Let's build with Build Agent.
Hello everyone, I am Anders and today I am going to try out the Build with Build Agent challenge. So if you're not aware, today starts a challenge from ServiceNow for us to try out the new Build Agent. And I have some thoughts about the new technology, and as I know, when you try out the Build Agent, sometimes it takes a while. That gives me some time to tell you my thoughts about the technology and where it's going and how we can use it and what we shouldn't use it for and so on and so on. Let's go straight to it. So I already loaded up my demo instance, and I have here the ServiceNow IDE. And let's have a look here how we should do it. So my idea for an app is something simple. I want to list out some incidents which are assigned to, say, the software assignment group, and say this is a person working with the company trying to solve incidents, but is visually impaired. So this person is asking, is it possible to get a list of these incidents, and while I'm moving the marker up and down, the app reads out to me the short description, so it's easier for me to enter these incidents, just as a starting point. So that's what I want to do. So, and I already know there's some code you can run against the browser, and the browser has text-to-speech already. Not many people know this, but I'll show you. So I'm going to tell the Build Agent what I want, but I'm also going to tell it how to use the Chrome speech synthesis, just to help it out a little bit, because I believe that if I just let it do everything without any help, it might give some weird results. So let's see, we're in the Build Agent. This is the Build Agent on the side here. So we're in the ServiceNow IDE really. And it says you haven't created any workspaces yet. So I need to create a workspace. It even says down here, create a workspace to start using Build Agent. Okay, I'm going to create a workspace, and I'm going to call it the Speech Synthesis app. Workspace description, an app reading out incident information. All right, here we go, and it's reloading my page. Here we go. So what can I do? So I can just start writing out here. So I guess the challenge is to use 10 prompts or less. I don't remember. Let's see if we can do this in as few prompts as possible. And I'll walk you through my thought process here. Start chatting. So I want to make an app that lists, let's be more specific, that has beautiful user interface with let's say 10 incidents which are assigned to software assignment group. The groups are listed as menu items. So I wanted to be like squares looking like buttons, right? Menu items which acts as buttons that can be clicked to get relocated to the incident record itself. The user should be able to use the arrow keys on the keyboard to navigate up and down this list, and click enter key to move to the incident. Move to the incident. Now I'm going to tell it about the reading out. Once a menu item is marked. It's marked. How do you say it? Is let me rephrase this. When the user moves the marker, either with the up and down keys or mouse over with the mouse cursor. So when the user moves the marker to one menu item, read out loud the short description of this incident using the following code. And I have the code already copied. I'll show it to you. It looks like this. Can I maximize this? No? Okay, so basically this is the code. So it's new speech synthesis utterance, and you say something and you have some parameters. So this is something that you don't need to download any libraries or anything. It's just available if you have a browser that supports it. And in this case, I know Chrome does. So, and you can say pitch and rate, volume, and then you say Windows speech synthesis speak and a message. And sometimes, well, in certain areas of ServiceNow, you can't say window. In that case, you can say top window. Now, I'm not sure if we need to use top or whatever. I'll just leave it like that. And I'm going to change this part to say, just to help the language model, insert incident short description here. Okay, so do we need anything else? Should we give it some warnings or some extra explanation? Be very careful when setting up your scripts. I'm not sure if we need this, but you know, I like to mess around with the language models. Avoiding typos. Remember to always include the right libraries. You know the deal. Right? Should we just try it? See what happens? Now let's count prompts. This is prompt number 1. Let's see what happens. So first thing I want to mention is that the first time I tried this, I was waiting for a very, very long time. The reason is this scroll bar didn't move and it started to give me a question to approve the app to be deployed. So it says a lot of stuff, but sometimes you need to just check if this moves because you'll just be waiting forever. But now it's talking. I'm going to say what it's doing, examining the current workspace, gathering necessary knowledge, creating a new application, checking some knowledge source, and it says, and this is what I'm talking about. So now we can see it, but last time I tried this, I was waiting for a long time, and basically it looked like this. So it looked like this, right? So I didn't see it, and I was just waiting because of this line. I was thinking, oh, it's still working, but it was basically waiting for me. So now it says, do you approve that I'll create the application and do all of this? Sure. And now it's gonna start to make me some code. I'll give you some time to talk about how this works and my thoughts around the whole thing. So there's a lot of discussions online now about if vibe coding is good or bad or whatever, and I don't want to get into too much into the politics. I think for me personally, I'm considered a pro coder, right? So that just means that I've been coding for a very long time. And oh, look, see here? Now it's doing something down there. If we don't see this scroll bar stopping, we wouldn't know what's going on. So I'm going to scroll down and have a look. It's still working, but let's keep an eye out, you know? Yeah, so being pro coder basically means that you're confident in coding from scratch and doing everything without the use of these tools. So it means that when I started programming many years back, there was no such thing. You had to sort of do it yourself. And if you're lucky, you could find some libraries that some other people made that would help you out and stuff. But basically, it's something that you just had to do. And now people who are considered pro coders, they are looking at this vibe coding technology, and they're basically saying, oh, it's generating a lot of what's called AI slop. If you ever try to make an app using ChatGPT or other similar language models for code, you would notice that immediately that you will get a lot of stuff that doesn't work, right? And whenever you try to tell the language model that something is wrong, it sort of praises you. Yeah, you're right, and yeah, you're very good. You know, and it's trying to be very polite to you, and it just gives you another error. So it's very difficult to have vibe coding work. And most of the time, when I try this out, going back and forth with the language model, I realized in the end maybe it would be faster for me to just do it. So I think that the ones who would benefit the most, or I thought that the people who would benefit the most would be people who don't code as much as I did, right? They could use this, but on the other hand, if they don't code from scratch, they will never learn it. So if you get like these tools to generate 100,000 lines of code and something doesn't work, you're pretty much stuck with having the language model help you out, because you won't be able to go in and fix anything, right? Or of course give yourself that challenge to go in and try to figure it out and learn that way. So I think the most smart thing to do is to not use these vibe coding tools for everything. Use it for something boring. Like I will try to focus on making front-end stuff, because I'm more of a back-end programmer, and I'm not really comfortable making front-end interfaces. So maybe I can tell build agent to say, well, I need an interface for this, just put placeholders for the back-end stuff and I'll work on that. And yeah, I think that will be, for me, a decent way to work with these tools. Let's see how it's doing. So it actually saw a mistake it made. I need to fix the endpoint name to match the scope. Okay, yeah, so we had a typo. Gonna fix the typo here. I'm not sure if it did that because I told it to check, or if it always does that, I'm not sure. But now it seems to be finished with its first iteration. And just to be honest with you, I am not expecting this to work in the first iteration. It rarely does. So excellent. Now let me deploy the application to make it available. Approve. So it's going to do some stuff, and it's going to give me a link that I can click on to watch my new application. And if it works, the website is supposed to read out to me something. I'm just hoping that the recording software will pick up on it. I'll have to just see if I can click around and mute some channels on my mixer and see if that works. But yeah, hopefully it works. Let's see. So there we go. I think it's done. Oh, look, it didn't scroll down. So if you scroll down, it says application successfully deployed. And it says some details about it, and it says what components it made. Beautiful CSS. How to use. So I can click this link in a second and navigate. Use up and down arrow keys to move through incidents. Hover or navigate to hear incident descriptions read aloud. Open, press enter or click to open the incident record and enjoy. Experience the beautiful, accessible interface. And it has some technical details. I even managed to translate the software assignment group to a sysadmin. That's impressive. And it's live. Okay, let's see. Click. Okay, so immediately I need to unmute the channel, and I'll have to shut up for a second, and let's see if this works.
Does not look like a backup occurred last night. Hangs when trying to print Visio document. I can't launch my VPN client since the last software update. Reporting application crashes when running large reports. Email is slow when an attachment is involved. Does not look like a backup occurred last night. I can't launch my VPN. Email is slow when an attachment is involved. SAP financial accounting application appears to be down.
Look, so yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. It just works. I had to mute myself because I know for a fact that it starts this feedback loop. If I turn on the desktop audio and my microphone at the same time, which is why I didn't say anything while testing this. But basically, I tried out the arrow keys. It went through the list. I tried to mouse over, and in this case, I just tried to click it, and it basically worked. It just works, and that was one prompt. And I'm actually very surprised that this took one prompt. Challenge completed, you know. Yeah. Just spend more time, just stop the video now. Well, if anything, you know, there's usage, you know, there's places where I wouldn't use this. Most places I wouldn't now use this because some of my projects wouldn't benefit from that. But I think that I'm really going to experiment using this for front end. Like for stuff like this, just a front end part, and I'll see what I can do with, you know, working in the back end, trigger other stuff and whatever. You know, start easy. Maybe make some small projects and see if I can have them used somewhere. But yeah, good stuff. You know, are you gonna make something for Build with Build Agent, the challenge, which is this week? Let me know. I'd love to see it. That's for now. Bye. Cool.
Ooh, that was another cool session with Ender.